Welcome to Hey Las Vegas. I'm your host, Bror Fredrik, the voice of Las Vegas, bringing you all the latest Las Vegas news, information, updates, and what the actual F's. I don't know what category this falls into, but I did a video that you guys seem to like maybe about a month ago or so, which was called Stop Playing Frickin' Slot Machines Because They Are Predatory AF. And I stand by that statement. And yes, for all those of you gonna comment, hey, Bror Fredrik, I seen you play a slot machine during the live stream. Yeah, I have. You know, I don't mind tossing a 20 or a 40 in a machine that I recognize as high percentage just because I'm around them so much and I keep track of the numbers, blah, 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 blah. The numbers on the machine that identifies them. Yeah, and it's for entertainment purposes during a live stream, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not like out here freaking gambling and whatnot. But we will soon find out if a judge and a jury feel the same way I do, because there is a class action lawsuit claiming that slot machines in Las Vegas and other places as well are predatory AF, and I can't wait to see the outcome. So I'm over here at my absolute favorite place in all of Las Vegas. Oh no, wait, I'm at Circus Circus. Never mind. And we'll get into that right after this. Okay, we're back. Let's go in the belly of the beast. I mean, you know, it's Circus Circus. What are you going to do? Anyhow, so what is taking place currently? Oh, look, a stop sign in the dark that you can't see. Oh, that was brutal. Bam, bam. All right, which way should we go? Oh, let's go see that valet. I don't think I've ever valeted at Circus Circus. Oh my God, these freaking bumps are predatory. I'm telling you, there's actually a law in Las Vegas saying that a speed bump cannot be over 3 inches. And these casinos put some that are like 6, 7, 8 inches that just tear your shit up. All right, let's go. Wow, this is fancy. Circus Circus. Okay, well, anyway. But anyway, let's keep this moving. Hey. What the? Just because you got a cowboy hat on, bro, don't mean you can cut folk off. Anyway, back into the story at hand. Now, there is a class action lawsuit currently pending against IGT, the makers of the Wheel of Fortune, and 4 other strip properties, which I'll list. I'll pop it up on the screen. The other thing that I'm going to pop up on the screen is my actual gameplay from like 3 years ago, showing people the exact same thing that this class action lawsuit is going to bring to light, which is the predatory nature of many, if not, I wouldn't say all, maybe like 80-90% of all the slot machines out there. It's just horrendous. You'll see. The video, I think back then, was titled the quickest way to lose $100 in a slot machine or something like that. I put $100 in a freaking dancing drums machine, which is just, that was like the genesis of this thing, and it was just horrendous. It just sucks your money like a freak. But let's talk about why as I make this turn. Okay, so the lawsuit against, they're starting out with the biggest one, which is Wheel of Fortune. Oh, everyone's going to get rich on Wheel of Fortune. No, you're not. You're going to get hosed. The lawsuit, 4 people got together, one of them here in Las Vegas, and is suing IGT based on the following. They say when the wheel spins, it's like a pie. We've all seen it. It's like a pie. You know, say it's 10 pieces. So they're 10 equal pieces of the pie. So when the wheel spins, by looking at it, you should have a 1 out of 10 chance. But of course, there's like 50 or 60, 1 out of 50, 1 out of 100, however many pieces of the pie there are from a visual standpoint. They said it's sort of like playing a rigged game of roulette. Now, the lawsuit claims that it's rigged, even though it shows the grand prize, which is normally 10 million plus, being of equal proportion on said wheel. It is rigged, so it's like the same odds as getting hit by lightning, which is true. So it does not make sense that they could portion out the Wheel of Fortune, and from the visual standpoint, it looks like you have a 1 in 10 chance, or a 1 in 20, or a 1 in 30, or a 1 in 40. Meanwhile, the odds are like 1 in, I don't know, freaking bazillion that you're actually gonna hit the thing. Now, some people are calling this a frivolous lawsuit, and I call bullshit on that. It is not frivolous. What they're going to argue as IGT is that if you press the button that says game rules or game play or whatever the heck it is, it will legitimately tell you in there that what you're seeing with your own two frickin' eyes has nothing to do with what's going on in the machine. They all say that. Dancing drums, all the pretty much any progressive machine with a bonus base to it. It'll tell you what you are seeing, what you are witnessing has nothing to do with the outcome. This is strictly for visual entertainment and blah, blah, blah. And I've told you this. I've told you that they have psychologists, psychiatrists, all people with voodoo dolls, you name it. They're figuring out a way to jack your dopamine levels and trick you into spending more. Everything from the music, let's just look at the dancing drums. Oh, every time the coin goes chinga 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 ding ding, and it jumps into the pot, and the pot grows bigger, and the pot grows bigger. Oh my God, the bonus is gonna hit. The bonus is gonna hit any second. Now, granted, if you read the rules of the game, you would know that that has nothing to do with anything. It doesn't matter how many firecrackers there are on that machine. It doesn't matter how many freaking pots are on this machine. It doesn't matter how many babies riding a freaking stork with coins, the piggy. It doesn't matter how big the pig grows. None of that matters if you read it. However, just like everything else, most people sign in life. You download a piece of software and it tells you, we're going to spy on you. We're going to put keyloggers. And I want to play Candy Crush. So you accept the terms. Who the frick reads that? Now, the average person is not going to read that. But from a liability standpoint, IGT and the casino is going to be like, hey, that's why the rules are there. But it's not transparent. It's not telling you, it's telling you, okay, what you see here has nothing to do with the outcome. So you see the pot filling up in this video with the dancing drums or whatever the heck it's called. And you're getting the impression that you're getting closer because it's getting bigger and it's filling up and it's got to break any minute. I'm going to stick another 100 in here. Let's do that. I will stick another 100 in this machine. Well, it got a little bigger. I know it's going to hit. It's got to hit. Come on. Stick another 100 in there. That is predatory. That is freaking predatory. So they decided, instead of going after like dancing drums or one of those stupid Stork 88 games or whatever, they would go after IGT's Wheel of Fortune, because that is so clear cut. Because when that wheel spins, that bonus, like the Wheel of Fortune grand freaking $10 million, should be like such a sliver that you wouldn't even be able to recognize it with the human eye if they showed you what the actual odds are. And they're saying, well, it's always geared towards the smaller ones. We see that too. How many times do you get a bonus and it's always the mini? You're like, oh, it's always the mini. It's always the mini. It's always the mini. And then, once in a blue moon, you read on a Facebook group that someone got the major for, $509. Whoop-de-doo, after like 9,000 people got hosed. Yeah, so they do need to be transparent. And like I said, people say, no, it's a frivolous lawsuit. No, it's not. No, it's freaking not. They should be clear, just like it is in a video poker machine. Video poker machine, you sit down and people say, well, they could change that too, but they can't change it once you sit down. Once you sit down, you press on the pay and you know if it's a 952, you know if it's a 651, you know if it's an 851. If you know video poker, it tells you exactly what your odds are and exactly what you're up against. However, in the rules, if they tell you on Dancing Drums, Wheel of Fortune, something like, hey, what you're seeing with this pig grow or whatever other weird dopamine triggering thing they figured out to manipulate you, if you see it grow, it means nothing. No, it should say, actually, the chance of winning a major is 1 in 44 quadrillion. The chance of winning the maxi or whatever the heck they call it, you know, the grand prize is 1 in 92 quadrillion billion. It should say that right on the frickin' machine. That way people understand exactly what they're getting into. They could read that and say, holy shit, I am better off buying a lotto ticket. I'm better off buying 1,000 lotto tickets versus what I put in here. But hey, Bror Fredrik, I get free rooms. But it's still nice to know how bad you are getting freaking screwed, blued, and tattooed. And that is also the premise of the lawsuit, to bring transparency to how these machines are actually operating. Because everyone's sitting down at them like thinking that, wow, I'm going to win the grand. Or look, I like that firecracker machine with the 3 levels of the firecrackers. That's a fun machine. I would buy one and play one at home, but I'd never sleep. But I wouldn't, you know, necessarily put my life savings into one. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, you look at it and you're like, oh, it's at the top. It's almost at the top. You know, these things have got to hit. No, they don't. They don't have to do nothing. They don't have to do nothing. It's all an illusion to get you to part with your cash. Now, one other thing I did want to illustrate as we sit in front of this freaking Bellagio deconstruction from F1 disaster. I'm going to let you go, bro. Go ahead, do your thing. Or broette, I can't tell. Is the fact that this class action lawsuit has 2 things of interest to me. Yeah, I should have done what this guy does, get behind a bus. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, 2 things of interest. One, they might get to the place where there is actually a call to other people. Now, in the 4 people who initially started this lawsuit is saying, well, we lost a lot of money because we feel deceived and exploited as players. They don't say how much money they lost, but I'm assuming a decent amount. But it's a principal lawsuit. If it's a principal lawsuit, I say good for you. All of them. Anyway, there might be a general call in a class action that people who've participated in these games, which totals in the millions, maybe you'll get back $1 or something. But, you know, there's millions of people who have gotten involved in these games. What is going on here? All right, we shall see. You know, they want everyone to climb on board. One, it'll help pay the cost to be the boss. Now, going to the law firm, as I always say, you would be extraordinarily hard-pressed to find a U.S.-based, especially a Nevada or a Las Vegas-based law firm to go after a casino. They simply will not. It's business suicide. You know, you see all these ambulance chaser freaking billboards all over this town. They will not touch a casino. You could have the worst slip and fall, crack your freaking neck on a, you know, bar of soap or whatever that's clearly like in the middle of the floor, and you have no chance. In any other jurisdiction or place, they'd be like, yeah, we're all over it, you know, let's get rich. But when it comes to Vegas, minute you tell that to a lawyer, they'll be like, nope, we're good. No, we're kind of busy this week, you know, don't call us, we'll call you. You just don't. Lawyers don't F with the casinos because, you know, these casinos are high power. They have influence. They have, you know, legal teams on retainer, and you will just, you know, you'll get hosed. Anyway, they just don't want to touch it. It's not a good look. Oh, you're supposed to support the town as a local business, blah, 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 whatever. So what these people did, what is this dummy doing? Let's move. Pause, F1. I'm doing some F1. So what these people did is they hired a law team out of Malta, that are going to come here and see if they can get justice for slot players. And I'll tell you what, I am all freaking for it. I'll claim my $1.50. Because like I said, these machines are freaking predatory. You must stop. You must learn how to play video poker. You must learn how to have fun in another form or fashion here in Las Vegas. Wow. That was a big one, but we get to find out. I will do follow-up videos as I find out what is going to take place with this lawsuit. It's going before a preliminary judge soon, and that's the deal. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Is it predatory, or go watch the other video? I'd love to hear your opinion. Where are we going? Let's go down here. This sounds good. Park. And you know what else would be cool? If you decided to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week. And don't forget my streaming platform where I can get into all sorts of depth about all the issues that matter, getting healthy, wealthy, wise, and staying informed over at brorfredrik.com. And I got all the links. I got all the stuff down there. I got the T-Shanley. I got the Olight. I got the coupon codes. I got the stuffs down there. And all of that for the little percentages that I get here and there definitely helps support the channel, as well as super thanks. And, you know, just being here. You guys are freaking awesome. And I love yous. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.